Imagine this. You walk into a room and someone says something, careless, sharp, meant to cut. A whisper of disrespect, a subtle jab at your pride. Your heart quickens, your jaw tightens, and for a moment you feel the fire rise. You want to lash out, to answer back, to prove that you cannot be touched. But what if I told you the greatest power a man can hold is not in the sharpness of his reply, but in the depth of his calm? What if strength is not found in striking back, but in remaining unmoved? Marcus Aurelius, a man who carried the weight of an empire, once wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." Anger always feels righteous in the moment. The man who disrespects you, the woman who mocks you, the stranger who cuts you off on the street, every part of your body screams that you must defend yourself. You must show them they cannot treat you this way. But this is the trap. Anger promises power, but it delivers slavery. Modern psychology teaches us that anger is not a primary emotion at all. It is a mask. Beneath it lies fear, or hurt, or insecurity. And the moment you lash out, you reveal to the world where your wound is. That is why an insult cuts so deep. It does not create weakness, it only exposes it. Seneca once warned, "Anger, if not restrained, is more dangerous than any serpent." He knew that what damages us most is not the insult itself, but the wildfire we ignite within. The truth is this: no one makes you angry. You make yourself angry by choosing to agree with the words spoken against you. If someone calls you a failure, and you know deep within that you are striving, building, moving forward, does the insult land? It crumbles to dust. But if part of you fears it might be true, the word pierces like a blade. Marcus wrote to himself in his meditations, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This is the essence of freedom. Your mind decides the weight of what touches it." But how do you do this in the heat of the moment? Between the insult and your reaction, there is always a space, a gap so small it is almost invisible, but it is everything. Viktor Frankl, centuries later, described it in modern terms, and Epictetus had already told his students, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The Stoics lived inside this space. When insulted, they did not rush to answer. They let the words hang, like smoke fading in the air, and then they chose. They trained themselves to pause, to sit still as the fire burned, and in that pause they found freedom. And when you step back, you see something else. You see the smallness of the offense. Think of your life as a great river, flowing wide and deep. The things that anger you most days, the careless comment, the slight disrespect, the mockery, these are nothing more than pebbles tossed into that river. They splash, they ripple, but the river continues its course untouched. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself not to waste his life looking at what others do, but only at whether his own actions were just. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says, or does, or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and holy. What matters is not their insult, it is your integrity. Here is the hardest truth. Anger is not strength, it is weakness. It is proof that another man has strings tied to your soul, and that he can pull them whenever he pleases. The man who cannot be provoked is the man who has cut those strings. Epictetus said it plainly. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. That is why Stoic discipline is not about coldness, it is about mastery. To be master of yourself, so that no one else can master you. This does not mean you never confront disrespect, but confrontation from calm is unshakable, while retaliation from rage is pathetic. The man who speaks firmly without trembling, who looks his enemy in the eye without raising his voice, commands respect. The man who erupts loses it. Seneca reminded us of this. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. To pause, to breathe, to see clearly, that is the mark of a disciplined man. Your calm is your shield. Your silence is your weapon. Every time you refuse to be provoked, you are training yourself in the art of mastery. And slowly, you begin to notice that insults no longer find a place to land. They pass through you like wind through empty space, unable to wound what no longer clings. You become like a mountain. Wind may howl, storms may strike, but you remain rooted, immovable, vast. The world will always test you. People will disrespect, betray, mock, and provoke. You cannot stop that, but you can choose how to meet it. And the choice, always, is between slavery to anger or freedom in calm. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength that is the essence of Stoic discipline. Power is never out there. It is always within. So when the next insult comes, when someone tries to draw you into their storm, do not give them the satisfaction. Their words are smoke. Their disrespect is nothing but sound. What matters is the fortress of your own mind, a fortress only you can govern. Do not hand them the key. Epictetus was blunt about this. If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit. And if your mind refuses to join the game, then you remain untouchable. The best revenge, Marcus Aurelius reminds us, is not to be like your enemy. Do not mirror their pettiness with your own. Rise above it. Be greater. Be calmer. Be the man who cannot be broken because he belongs fully to himself. If this spoke to you, sit with it. Reflect on the last time you let anger take your strength. Ask yourself, what would have happened if I had remained calm? Then carry that question with you into the next test life gives you. And if you found value here, leave me a comment. Share a time you chose calm over anger. I'd like to hear your story. And if you want more of these lessons, drawn from ancient wisdom and sharpened for modern life, subscribe and stay with me on this path. Because mastery begins with silence. And silence, my friend, is unbreakable.